What's up, everyone? This is Peter Jennings, aka CSURAM88. Back again at FantasyLabs doing another model preview. Actually, I haven't gotten many of these out recently, so apologies for that. I've been up in the mountains playing golf, and I'm actually heading back up to the mountains for my best friend, who's my best man. He's getting married, so we're going up there for his bachelor party. So I'm getting my golf stuff set before all the festivities, I should say, with the bachelor party, but I'm very excited for it. And very excited about this tournament. We are in the second leg of the DraftKings Fantasy Golf Championship, so still have 3 entries in. Really going to try to identify some guys I think have nice high floors and a lot of upside because of the structure of the tournament, where 70 guys plus ties are going to get in out of a 99, or it's less than that now with all the withdrawals. It's a small field, so not many guys are going to get cut. So let's take a look here at my models for this week. I have long-term adjusted round at 32 points, which is always a big part of my model. I have long-term driving accuracy at 8. I think this is an accuracy course. I've heard people say distance matters too, and it certainly does. I have looked at some stats on like longer approaches, like stats on long iron players. I think that the par 3 set up this way, and certainly some shots on par 4s do as well. So I understand that it's nice to have guys who have length in that regard, but I still think this is more of an accuracy course. I have long-term scrambling at 3 points. I do think scrambling matters here at a par 70, and just from looking at some stats on the course and just guys who have won here in the past, I think scrambling matters some. So I baked that into the model. I have long-term birdie score at 7, which is normal. I'm weighting it, especially in this, and I am looking a lot at just how players have done on DraftKings recently, how many birdies, how many eagles, birdie streaks. Those are important things, obviously, with the way the scoring's set up. So I have that at 7 points. Scrolling down, I have recent green regulation score at 33. I'm really looking to get guys who are striking the ball well. Again, this is a stat that I think is really important. I think that it's something that captures current form in terms of ball striking, and that's a recent GIR score. So there's some guys popping because of that in the model. Recent driving accuracy, I have at 7. Then recent scrambling, I have at 2. And then scrolling farther down, I have course adjusted round at 8 points, so I am weighting course history here as well. So we take a look at who's popping. Paul Casey, the number 1 guy in the entire model. And I like him. I really like Paul Casey. Colin didn't like him as much on the podcast, but there's a stat that I'm going to live and die by here. His recent form, he's hitting 79.2% of greens. He's an accurate guy. Definitely has the length. Also, really good long iron player. So I'm on Paul Casey. I like him quite a bit. Stenson, I'm probably going to be off of. This is one of those situations where if I was making a lot of lineups and I just wanted to avoid Stenson, I could X him out. We'll see what happens with Stenson, but he's the guy that I played last week, and he withdrew after the first round. So I'm kind of bitter, and also he's definitely not a guy I'll be playing in the Fantasy Golf Championship just because the risk. Love Rory this week, finally at a much cheaper price than Day, even Spieth, DJ. So you're getting Rory at a nice discount now. He's going to figure it out. He's the best driver of the golf ball on tour still, in my opinion. I think he's just needs to figure it out with a putter, and when that will happen, who knows? But this week, I hope it's this week, basically. Then Matsuyama, another guy who I like quite a bit. Again, just needs to get the putter going. Day, who of course is the best golfer in the world right now. Jim Furyk, I love this week, and it's the same with Emiliano Grillo. I think both these guys are exceptional plays. Furyk also has amazing course history. So if we scroll over through the model, one nice thing is you can check through different things. Their course form being one of them. You have their long-term adjusted round, or I guess their adjusted round just for specifically the course. If you look at Furyk, he has 68.4, which is really solid. Day, another really good score. Stenson obviously has another really good score as well, but we talked about why I think he's a fade. So just scrolling through some of these other guys here, that's kind of a little fast there, that I think are interesting. Russell Knox, I still like quite a bit. I think that this is a course that sets up well for him. In addition to that, I think that you have to like Matt Kuchar. I think his price is finally at a really palatable spot. The one downside to Kuchar, and the one reason I might not have too much of him, is that a lot of his value comes in cut making, and cut making is not nearly at the normal premium that it's at this week. So that's one thing I'm down on. And then Finally, I'll mention one last guy to just kind of give you someone to think about. I think Schwartzel's a really good play here. This really suits his game. I like Schwartzel in spots where he has to hit a lot of those long irons. I think he's a guy that does that exceptionally well. And if you look at his game log here, he only had the one miscut at the Masters, which was really surprising because he normally plays well there. But the rest of his log is very, very consistent. And I think that's something that is really nice, especially when you look at his green regulation stuff. And he's very capable as well of shooting low on par fours, which is what you need specifically at this tournament. So that's one last thing for you guys to think about with Schwartzel. I hope this was helpful in my model. And of course, good luck to all you guys in your contest this week.